Hey guys, and welcome to game number 41 out of 100 of my Human vs. AI series, where I'm taking on the AI-powered Scrabblebot BestBot in a 100-game match. I'm currently sitting at 17 wins, 23 losses through the first 40 games, so 6 games behind the bot, and I'm hoping that, especially with my lucky Woogles hoodie today, I'll be able to get another win, so let's go ahead and jump right in and see what we can do. Alright, BestBot is going to be first. I've got a nice draw to start things off here. I've got a blank. I have the bingo of Bargoon, B-A-R-G-O-O-N, available on my rack here, depending on what BestBot does. Of course, if the bot were to trade, then that would be what I would play, but we will see. Definitely some 8s possible here. Bigaroon as well. Brooming, probably a few others as well. Gombroon, actually, with a third O. That would be pretty cool. If I get an M or another O, I could play Gombroon. Not a word that comes up particularly often. Probably some other 8s as well that I'm not seeing immediately, but if I need to find them, then let's hope I will. But yeah, mostly just going to be kind of waiting for the bot to go, seeing what it gives us, and then, well, hopefully at least bingoing. It would be pretty hard to imagine not being able to bingo at all, I would think, but I guess it's conceivable. All right, so Mike comes down. So I do have Gombroon and Brooming through that M. Probably I should just play Micah and Bargoon, though, because I'm worried if I play Gombroon over here. The thing is, I'm putting this O right next to the double letter that goes to the triple, so if the bot makes a play right here, I could be looking at some pretty serious damage. So I'm not too keen on opening that up if I don't have to. And while I do get a lot of style points for playing Gombroon, at the end of the day, style points don't win you Scrabble games. So, Bargoon here, it's also more points. It's 70 as opposed to 67 for Gombroon, and it doesn't give back such a big hotspot like that. So I think that's got to be the best play. Let's go ahead and make it. And we take a nice early lead here, so that's always good, especially when playing a opponent as difficult as BestBot is. And probably not going to be bingoing again here, but certainly not all that bad a draw. Probably play something like Phi next turn right here if it stays open. 26 points, keeps a nice leave, A-H-E-N. I like keeping the H just because it's kind of a good tile for both scoring and bingoing. There's a lot of bingos with an H, but if I don't bingo, at least it's a 4-point tile, and it would help bail me out and allow me to score some points. But not going to be able to play Phi as the bot plays D in that same spot. So I need to come up with another plan. And I can't overlap OE on the double. OE only takes an S. So I guess I could play Phi over here. That's a lot less exciting. It's only 16 points. Maybe Face? That's 19. It's a couple more. It does give back potential plays down the H column here. If a 6 could end in an E, or potentially an I or an O, that could score a lot. So that's a little bit of a risk. It's not a huge risk, though. It's not that easy to get a 6. The leave is pretty comparable, AEHN versus IEHN. I don't think it's a huge difference one way or another, so tough call there. 3 points worth sacrificing to not give back that spot. Probably not, so probably better playing Face. Is there anything else here? See, it's tough because with the C and Micah, there are no 2 other words with a C, so I can't overlap it. I don't really want to just do this, I don't think. I mean, I could, honestly. It's not terrible. Like, it really does restrict the board nicely, because HM, it takes a front O and a back M. But it's a little tough to work with. I mean, this leave is definitely considerably worse, though. Keeping 2 E's as well as the F. The F is a lot worse than the H. You could also play Fe. It's definitely more of a vowel-heavy leave. I'm not a big fan of that. I think I'm okay with Face. Phi it's definitely a lot more defensive, because it also stops some bingos on the L column, and you can say like ES next to odd and OE, so it definitely does have some more defensive merit than Face, I will say that much. So maybe I should actually consider that. It is 3 fewer points, but it's a lot safer for bingos and also for scoring plays. So, I don't know. I'm actually kind of liking this a little bit more now that I look at it again. I think I'm actually going to go for it. Alright. Give me a Y for Heavenly. That would be pretty cool. Probably not going to happen, but you never know. Alright, so the bot does bingo with radios. But see, okay, Phi worked out well because now I didn't allow the bot to play radios for more points on the L column, and I forced it to play down here where it's going to give me back a lot more points. So that plan actually worked extremely well. And I have decent options in several spots. I mean, I was looking before at Heaven over here. That's a lot of points. That's 39, but I feel like I'd rather play on the bottom. Probably going to end up playing Haven for 41. Keeps EL, which is a pretty nice leave. I don't have much through this. Oh, I could play Elevon. That's 30. It's a lot of points to give up, though. 11 points to give up is probably too much. So not a huge fan of that. Do I have anything here, really? Don't think so. No, because the thing is, the only tile I have under the I that fits there is the N, so it's a little tricky. So I don't think I have anything great. Yeah, probably Haven is fine. Hopefully the bot doesn't have a massive play through the O, like Zune or something like that, but we'll see. I draw the Q, which is certainly not great. Almost certainly going to just drop it for 21 if that stays open. It probably won't stay open, because I would imagine the bot's going to play there. What I'd love to see is if the bot would play something like Lion through that O and give me QI for 42. That would be the best case scenario, but probably, once again, not going to happen, most likely. If that doesn't stay open, I guess I'll have choices. I can play QI for 11 here. I could trade QV, keeping a really powerful leave, or I could just score and play something like Vapes, which is probably more prudent because it's 38 points. That's a lot. And there's still 4 U's unseen, so there's plenty of opportunity still for me to bail out this Q. I don't think I need to go into a panic about having the Q. I mean, I'm obviously not happy about having the Q, but I don't think, like I said, I don't think I need to panic about it at this point, especially given 4 U's still unseen. So yeah, it's going to depend what the bot does. I still think now I should probably play QI, because that also takes out this spot for the most part, and saves Vapes for next turn. Now, I do have this nice Umiax hook that I almost wouldn't mind saving now that I have an S. Do I have anything with an A here that scores well? I don't think so. Salvo doesn't get to the triple. Yeah, I don't think I have anything over there. Yeah, I mean, I think QI is fine. Like I said, it takes out that spot for big consonant plays or anything. I mean, obviously the bot just played a lot of vowels, so it's unlikely to have a ton of consonants, but certainly could have drawn some. It pulled 4 tiles. Stop stuff like Geon, Zune, Zoom, many big plays there. Gets rid of the Q, and I still have Vapes for next turn. So I think that's fine. The Q is not likely to get that much better, even if I draw U. So I think I might as well take this spot while I can. An F. A little bit of a clunky draw, but that's actually good, because now I have Favela for 40, keeping PS. That would be a really nice play to get down. Almost certainly going to be correct if it stays open. If it doesn't, Faves is not bad. That's also 40 points. Obviously, it's a little bit worse because it does force me to shed my S, but it also doesn't give back the A column. So there is some upside to Faves. That being said, the value of keeping the S is so large that I certainly would take this chance and open the A column if it were to stay open. So we'll see, but like I said, it's nice to have options, and Favela does stay open. And yeah, like I said, I mean, I could play over here for the same score and not open the A column, but the A column is really, it's not that dangerous unless the bot has a bingo, because otherwise he can't use the double letter, and these triple words, I always say this, they're not actually all that dangerous if you can't combine them with a double letter, because then it's hard to score all that many points. Like if the bot plays a 4 or something right here, it's not going to get that many points because it can't get like a Z or an X or anything on the double and get 60, 70 points. Like the worst thing it's going to do is zone and get like 40 points. It's just not that scary. And yeah, I could give back a big bingo there, but I could also give back a big bingo after Faves, right? I mean, the bot could still bingo in the N column. So from a bingo standpoint, it's not like bingos there are going to score all that much more. It's actually just not that big a risk. So considering I get to keep the S, which is so much better, obviously, than the L is, it's definitely the right play. Wow, that is some draw. Goodness. Draw MSTWW, I believe, on a 5-tile pool. That is something else. Welp, I guess if it stays open, I'll play Spew. I mean, it's 27 points. This sleeve is consonant heavy, but as long as I can draw 1 or 2 vowels, it's not all that bad. Of course, way, way better than just playing Pew. The S is counterproductive here, given not only do I have 2 of them, but I also have 7 consonants. So I want to play off as many consonants as I can just to maximize my chances of drawing a vowel and bailing myself out of this mess ASAP. So really hoping that E stays open. Of course, it's going to be pretty hard for me to make any plays that don't use a vowel. I guess I have Swum over here for 13. Is that even worth it over trading? I'm not sure. I guess I'll have to make that decision if the Liku spot gets blocked, which it doesn't. So thankfully the bot has been doing a nice job from my perspective of not blocking my best plays, which I very much appreciate, as it tends to have a tendency to block my plays, which can be very irritating. So happy that stayed open. I mean, I just don't see how anything is going to be close to being as good as Spew here. I guess, though, I could consider Smew. And that keeps the P for Psi. I mean, it's not that big a deal. Like, the odds of me ending a word in a P are pretty slim. What's a better leave, MTSW or PTSW? Huh. Actually, I kind of think the P is, because then I can play stuff like wept. There's probably more words with all those tiles in them. I kind of think Smew is slightly better. It's not a huge decision either way. It's fairly close. I just feel like the P goes a little bit better with the W than the M. Like, alone an M I think I would prefer to a P, but with a W I feel like P just goes stuff like wept and swept, which could score pretty well. I think it's a little better. Alright. At least I got some vowels. That's the key. Not a terrible rack, all things considered. And the bot bingos with Incense, so takes a lead of 20 points, but hopefully I'll be able to score a bit and retake the lead here. So that's it for the blanks. My best scoring plays are probably stuff like Whales, but I don't want to do that. I don't really want to get rid of my S and give back row 1. I guess I could also play Swap. Well, I play with the O, actually. It's 36 points. Huh. It's not crazy. It's not crazy. Definitely way better than Whales or something up there. So it doesn't give back all that much. I'm not worried about the P. I mean, I guess he could have putts. It's possible, but it's just not that big a risk. He's not likely to have it. Most likely to have like a 25, 30 point play. It's just not really anything to be concerned about. Do I have any other plays that I'm missing, though? I mean, 36 is a lot of points, but I would prefer to save my S if I can. I'm not going to play something like Plant, though, because that's just too big an equity sacrifice. It's 16 fewer points, and it keeps the W. Yeah, it does set up that nice Plants hook, but given I'm keeping a W, I just don't think that's really worth it. There's also still another S. Like, if it were the last S, it would be even more valuable, but with another S left, it doesn't have that exclusivity. Like, he could still have the S for that spot. He could also play WoW, but again, I'm giving up 16 points. That just feels like too much for an S. And the S, like, on this board right now, I guess there's the F's hook, but, like, I can also put my T there. There's no huge spots on this board where it's like, I can't do anything there unless I have an S. So, the S doesn't seem super valuable. I feel like I'm still leaning towards Swap. I just haven't found... I mean, something like this. Like, that doesn't bingo enough, right? I mean, it bingo's a bit. Honestly, this isn't the craziest idea I've seen. Like, let's go through the pool, and A would give me Tapelos. B is probably nothing. D? Tadpoles? There's no E, though. Probably nothing. E gives me Apostle Pelotas. G is nothing. Gallipots wouldn't fit. H, Haplonts. I is Apostle Topsail. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of bingos here. And... no. O is... yeah, O gives me Platoons through the N and Incense. Of course, some of these could get blocked. R is Portals, Patrols. P is... I don't think anything. Yeah, I mean, there's... T, Telepots doesn't fit. Yeah, I mean, there's a decent number of bingos I could draw, to be honest. It's not the craziest idea I've seen. Huh. So 15 versus 36, though. It's 21 points to give up. And see, the problem, too, is like if I don't bingo, I'm probably just not scoring that much. And I really don't want to get into a vicious cycle of fishing at this point in a close game. Like, statistically, it might be better from an expected value standpoint, but like I just really would rather kind of keep the scoring pressure on. I just hate playing like that, where I feel like I fish and then you feel like you're too deep into it. And you don't want to stop fishing at that point. So I think I'd rather just not fish in the first place, take the points, take the lead, keep the initiative, and see what happens. All right, not a bad draw. I'm threatening Jaunt for 40 if it stays open, as well as Puja for 39. So I will be scoring about 40 points with my J next turn, which is good news. Pool is getting a little consonant heavy. We're going to want to watch out for that, guys. There's 11 vowels and, wow, now even more so, 9 vowels and 22 consonants. So very interesting play of Page. That certainly signals the bot had, I would think, at least one more vowel, if not 2 more vowels. It played it pretty quickly, too. So I have to assume I'm probably going to be drawing a lot of consonants. And there are still 5 T's and 4 R's. So definitely need to keep our eye out on that. I mean, Jaunt, I think, just has to be correct. Like, it's so many more points than anything else. I don't have anything through this I that would put the J on the triple and another tile on the double word. Like, IOL is not a good leave, but it's actually not that bad with this pool, given it's fairly consonant heavy. And it's 40 points. I saved the O for underlapping. Yeah, I do give back Jaunty, which is not great, to be honest. But it's 40 points. I unfortunately almost have jet lag, but not quite. Like, I think I just have to do this. Huh. Well, give me an S for Biosolid. Wow, that's a nice play. Dupion for 53 points. That's a lot of points. Wow. I was definitely not foreseeing a play there. I mean, I don't think I really had anything, but that's a pretty cool play. Libido, I mean, that just has to be correct, right? Yeah, no S for Biosolid, no 7s, Gobioid almost. Scores pretty well, keeps an O, which is very good for insurance to make sure I have a vowel. Digs into these scoring pools. Hopefully I don't draw like 4 T's and 2 R's. That would really suck, but I think I gotta do this. Honestly, that's a pretty good draw, all things considered, I think. I got the S and a Y for Jaunty. The S is very important. It's the last S. I would have liked to see a little more scoring tiles. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Zax is 48 points. Now, so I can score pretty well. I can play Riot for 31. Keeps 3 in the bag. That's a pretty good number to leave in the bag because it's hard for the bot to to not empty the bag and score a ton of points. I still have the S for Jaunts. There is a Y unseen for Jaunty. So I could run into big Jaunty plays. What do I have there now if I want to play there? I guess I could play like Tyra. I don't want to do that and give back easy plays on the O column. Yeah, maybe try? Maybe try to save the vowel. Wonder if that's a better play. I do worry about running low on vowels. Or I could also, you know what else I could do? It's probably not good enough. Yeah, I don't think it is. But like, this is kind of a fun idea, setting up the S. The thing is, I mean, I guess I'm setting up Stony. I'm only scoring 3 points, and like the bot can probably block pretty easily, or probably even just outrun. Like, I'm unlikely to bingo, and Stony's 48. If the bot scores another 20, 30, it's probably just not even going to be enough. Like, I don't think it's strong enough. It's a cool idea, and it's something I should keep in mind, given I have the last S. I just don't think it's called for right now. So yeah, I'm still between Jaunty and Try. That's got to be better than Tyro to keep the O. And playing Riot on the left. So Try leaves 4 in the bag. I'd probably rather leave 3 in the bag just because leaving 3 in the bag makes it a little bit tougher for the bot to play something for a lot of points and not empty the bag. Like, I'd rather force the bot to make a decision between scoring and not emptying the bag. I'd rather not allow it to do both. Because at least if it empties the bag, I'll have timing and figure out, be able to play a good endgame and know what it has. which has a good amount of value. So that's leans in favor of Riot over here. But yeah, definitely getting rid of the... It's also, I'm just concerned about drawing like too many T's, honestly. Like, I really like keeping that O, just for... Like, if I draw no vowels, I'm totally lost. I kind of think I want to do this. And it stops a lot of big scoring plays there, too, with the Y. I just really feel like I need to hold on to that vowel. Like, I don't think I'm in that bad a shape here. I'm down 7, but I have the S. If I can get, say, the H and some good... Like, either the H or the Y, like a good scoring tile, especially for this spot next to Zax, because I have the O for Oxo. Like, I think this is better. I just really don't want to... Like, playing fewer tiles is nice because it reduces my chances of getting all those T's and some of the other Drek as well. So there's a lot of trade-offs here, guys. Like, the trade-off, obviously, I play fewer tiles, which is good for that respect, but it's also bad because it leaves more in the bag. It makes it easier for the bot to get good timing. It does keep the vowel, which is very important. It scores a couple fewer points. Yeah, tough position here. I do think it's probably, unless I'm missing something, between Try and Riot. But I really want to keep that vowel. I'm going to play Try. Huh, alright. Not really a good draw, I feel like, because I'm not going to be able to score anything, and I don't think I'm bingoing. Turnstone doesn't work. I may have to, like, fish and try to bingo. We'll see what it does. I mean, if it doesn't have a good play on the left, I guess I could try to go out in 2 with something like... Whoop, not that. Touts, not Tours. Just plays yeah. 1 in the bag. See, the problem is, do I ever actually win if I play over there? I might not. Am I down 32? Can I try to fish? So, what if I play, Okay, so if I play this, I definitely win with an eye draw. Because I would hit Nitrous and Utah and Rousting to the G and Page, and it couldn't block both. Oh, but shoot. Then it has Garrot to the E. Dang it. If I draw the I, it bingos out with Garrot, so that doesn't work. Shoot. What if I draw an A for Sand Tour, but then out-earns, Outrang, it doesn't make anything, out-learns. Huh. Yeah, that doesn't work. O for unroots. Alright, so that won't work. Can I try to draw an A? No, outstare. How does I don't have anything on the left? So yeah, if I don't fish... That's the most I can score, I would imagine. 29. Yeah, if I draw, like, probably the best scenario is an A. So I'm down 3. If I draw an A, I mean, it's still going to be able to play under hit. That's the problem. Okay, so maybe what I need to do then... Maybe what I need to do is play here now. So like, what if I play... If I try to draw the O and hit another big play there? Like, what if I play not and then try to draw routes again? Because routes will outrun anything, most likely, that it could have. So, but it could play tag. Shoot. Or maybe... Wait a minute, what if I play... if I score extra points now? If I draw an O, because I'm threatening route... But then I don't think I'm threatening enough else. Yeah, because now at least I block tag. So I probably have to just play AG. So let's see, 29, I'm down 3, 4, 5, 10, 21, down 24. Need 14. Shoot, I think I'm losing by 1. No! I think that I have best in trail. Wait a minute, so okay, if I draw an O, I mean, Ag has to be best, right? Because it's got to block route, I'd imagine. I don't think you can outrun route. Something with thin. No. So 29. Okay, so it plays ag for 21. So it's up 24. It's got 10. Yeah, 14 ties. Route toward Trout. Oh, shoot, I'm down to 50 seconds. Oh, but yeah, I don't have Ragu almost, unfortunately, but not quite. Yeah, so then it would be a tie if I draw an O. Is that the best I can do? I mean, I just don't think, because yeah, the problem, guys, is if I play like route or routes now, then the bot's just going to score under HI and win. Like, I don't think I'm getting enough. Even if I draw an A. I really don't think so. Fortunately, I'm out of time. But yeah, I don't think that would be enough. I'm going to go ahead and play Snot. And hope for an O. I got an R. So I think I was lost either way. Yeah. And now I am out of time. So I'm just... Oh, I have Tur, though. I can still go out. Okay. Dang. 414, 400. Great game. Really interesting game. We'll look at that endgame for sure. Yeah, because I feel like I should have been able to do something here. Because, yeah, the problem is, like I said, if I play over here, right, with routes or something like that, if I draw an A, or like one of the vowels, probably an A is my best case scenario. So I'm down 3, and it's still going to have, I guess it would play Tot. And that's a lot of points. 24. So be up 27. Have 500. I did 17 on that board with ANT, and I just didn't really feel like I was getting it. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's routes. There's also touts, but I doubt that helps me. NT is usually more flexible than NR in an endgame. Yeah, I'm not seeing how I'm getting, whether I get ANT, ONT, or NIT. I just don't see I'm getting 17 points, guys, on the board after this. After it plays like Tit or Tot over there. I don't think it's happening. And yeah, like I said, I feel pretty confident. If I had drawn the O, because then it would have had AGIRRTT. And there just aren't a lot of plays it would have had. I mean, Grat would easily lose to Route. So it would have had to have played Ag at C6, making Za and Ag both ways, and then I would have gone out with Trout, and I believe tied the game. So, I don't know. I'm pretty sure that Snot was a good play. Because I'm just not seeing, like, I need to score. I'm down 32. I just don't know what other options. Yeah, I mean, the S doesn't really help me, because the bot's going to play here. It's not like I'm going to be able to play Snot next turn. Like, the bot is definitely going there no matter what. And there's just nowhere else on this board for me to score enough points. I just don't think keeping the S really... Because also, if I keep the S, then it allows the bot to play a 3 over here and score an extra point and get rid of an extra tile. So that just makes it even worse for me. Yeah, I think Snot was a good play. I think I gave myself a 1 in 8 chance at a tie and everything else just lost. I think it was a good play. So, alright, let's go back to the beginning of this game. The bot, interesting opening rack. Wow, very close to some bingos. It goes with Mike. Dermic is the equity play, just scoring 28 points, keeping an S. Dermic, of course, does not take an S. Interesting. I probably would have played Dermic here. I don't know. 14 points feels like a bit to give up, although it's so much more defensive. You do keep EDRS, which is a nice leave. Yeah, I guess that's probably fine. You could also consider, honestly, trading 1 here. It's not on the list, but you could trade 1 and keep, like, Dicers or Dimers. Those are such strong leaves and likely to bingo. I don't think that's crazy either. A lot of very interesting options for the bot there. And here's another interesting decision. So the bot makes a play of D, which I actually find surprising. I would have thought at this score the bot would play D. That's aggressive, and the bot tends to like these kind of aggressive plays, setting up hooks that it has, even when there's the risk that the opponent could have the hook. And I would have definitely played D here, to be honest, if I were in this position playing against a strong player. Like, I'm already down early. I have ERS. I have a great chance of hitting something with Deeds. And yeah, there's 3 S's and 2 Ys, but there's a good enough chance my opponent didn't draw something there, and if they don't have a hook, it's not easy to block, and I put myself in fantastic shape to bingo there next turn. So I'm actually surprised, given the way we've seen BestBot play with these kind of setups before, that it didn't play Deed. So interesting decision there by the bot. And yeah, here I made a play that maybe was a little bit too cute. I don't think I actually looked at Fet in this spot, but it's kind of risky. It gives back 5s on the 8 row and overlaps above the F and the E. I'm not a huge fan of that. If I were going to play Fet, I probably would have played it here. I just prefer keeping the H. I don't like keeping those 3 val leaves, because then if I don't bingo, I just don't have enough scoring tiles. The H, like I said, is nice, because if I can't bingo, at least I should be able to score something with it. Maybe I should have gone with face. I maybe was a little bit too worried about bingos on the L column and scoring plays down the H column. This was maybe a little bit too paranoid to play, but it actually worked out pretty well, because like I said, I blocked the higher scoring and more defensive placement of radios down the L column. So it worked out all right. Get Haven, that looks pretty clearly best. Dreadful draw for BestBot. Makes sense to go with Umiak over Awk to unload the extra Val. Yeah, here it likes Vapes. Not shocked on equity, but it's only 4 points better on equity, and I would always, when in doubt, just rather get rid of the Q. I'm still scoring 21. I'm also, well, at least I thought I was taking out that spot for the most part, and I still have Vapes for the next turn. So I think that's fine, and I actually get bailed out. Clunky looking draw at first of the F, but worked out well. Bot plays Olia over Loni. Makes sense to take out that spot. Keep a good bingo leave. Already a pretty constant heavy pool, so EIN is a fantastic leave. Smew looks good. Incense only bingo. Yeah, I think swap is fine. There just isn't another play that's good enough. Yeah, this is the only other play, and I thought about it, that's worth considering. These other plays are just not good enough to justify keeping the S. This one does bingo enough, but like I said, I just didn't want to get into this pattern where I didn't bingo and I felt like I had to keep fishing. So I think I'm okay with my decision there. Yeah, bot plays Page, and I mean, yeah, John. Oh, maybe I should. Maybe I should have played Joint. I didn't actually consider that. I was very fixated on getting rid of the U just because it doesn't take the Y. Wonder if I should have played Joint. Although, no, I don't think so, because I like Jaunt since it saves the O for the J underlap, which it turned out to be really useful, and it often will be. Yeah, I should have at least considered Joint, but I think Jaunt is perfectly fine here. Really, really fantastic play by the bot here, which is maybe part of why it played Page too, saving 3 letters for Dupion for 53 points. Yeah, Libido clearly correct. I saw Diabol, but it's 8 fewer points, so really no good reason to do anything else. And wow, crazy draw for the bot. Pulls the X. I guess it already had the Z and the H, so maybe not that crazy a draw, but pulls the X. What a pull. There are 17 tiles unseen. More than half of them are R's and T's. 4 R's and 5 T's. That is amazing. But yeah, Zax looks like a... Oh, interesting. Actually, yeah, why didn't it play here? I guess they didn't want to set up HO plays, probably. Yeah, that's probably why, and also didn't want to give back S plays, potentially. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Yeah, I like that play. Yeah, this turn was tough. I mean, I think I was debating between the 2 plays that are pretty clearly the best 2. Like I said during the game, they both have a lot of, advantages and drawbacks. This is obviously 3 more points. Keeps 3 in the bag, which is, as we saw, better than 4 in the bag, because it wouldn't have allowed a play like the one BestBot made that scored pretty well and left only a single tile in the bag as opposed to emptying it. So definitely worse endgame timing with try, fewer points. But I do take out the John D. Hook. There's still another Y unseen, and I keep that vowel, which is super valuable. And I minimize my tiles I'm drawing, which reduces my chances of getting an overwhelming number of R's and T's, which would be most likely death in this endgame where I need some scoring tiles. And I ended up not getting scoring tiles, and wow. This is actually a fascinating play by the bot. Why? Why didn't it just take the points with Hoy? Huh. I guess... I mean, I could bingo with Traders. But I could also bingo on the right. Was it that confident that I would never win without a bingo after yeah? Wow. I mean, I guess it saves the GO for next turn. Oh, wow, that's a cool play, too. Empties the bag. Maybe, I wonder if you do want to empty the bag here, maybe, then. Because emptying the bag isn't crazy, because then I can't fish, like I was sort of thinking about doing. I don't know. Why not Hoy? I'm a little confused. It's 11 more points. It keeps a better leave. I mean... I don't know what else I could have other than Traders. That pool is actually not that good. Like, Rainouts doesn't fit. And if I have traders, I have raw straight. So it's not really that big a deal to block traders. What am I missing? Like, why wouldn't it take out that scoring spot for me and score more points on its own? Like, I don't really understand, to be honest. It's definitely not because it wants to save G plays, like, on the C column. Like, that doesn't even score that much, and you're giving up 11 points. I'm honestly really confused, guys. I really don't know why it didn't play Hoy, because, like I said, I mean, unless there's tons of 8s I'm missing through the eye, but I really doubt it. That pool is not that good. I don't see anything other than traders. I mean, like, Strontia, Rainouts, Teresta. Like, there's a bunch of 8s, but they just don't fit. So I don't know why to play, yeah, what's it blocking? Or going for? I don't really get it. Like, it's 11 more points. It keeps an E, which is way better than an O with that pool. Yeah, I'm kind of confused. I don't know. It's another BestBot mystery that may go unsolved. But obviously, if any of you guys have any ideas why it played Yet instead of Hoy, I am, as always, all ears and happy to hear your thoughts in the comments, because I'm confused. But I'm sure there's some reason why the bot did it, and maybe it was just a mistake, or maybe there's some reason that's beyond the understanding of mere humans like myself, but I don't know. Like I said, if you guys have any thoughts, please enlighten me. And likewise on this turn, too, if you see a better play than, not this one, the one I made of Snot here, that maybe can actually win sometimes or do better than tying 1 out of 8 times, then I'm certainly all ears for that, too. I'll, rather than put it in Quackle, I'll leave it open-ended as a puzzle to, leave you guys thinking about it a little bit, and if you think you have a better play than Snot, once again, please do let me know in the comments. And yeah, otherwise, honestly, guys, I'm happy with this game. I feel like it was a really, really good game overall. Very entertaining, hard fought. I played, I think, pretty solidly overall. No clear mistakes. Fi was questionable for sure. I'm not sure I'm thrilled with that call. I think I handled the pre-endgame and endgame quite well. And yeah, the bot just got slightly better scoring tiles at the points where it mattered, and that was the difference. So 14-point loss. Pretty close game, like I said. Well-played, competitive game. Just very solid overall. Really fun one to play. Hope you guys enjoyed it as well. As always, appreciate the support and you guys sticking around for the whole video. And yeah, as like I said before, if you have any thoughts on some of those plays, please do comment, and I will gladly take a look. Would love to hear what you guys think, and I will see you all soon for game number 42. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.